Bom, negada, como eu já disse demais esse jogo, né? Vamos ver o que vai acontecer no The Stanley Parable. Cara, na boa, isso aí vai sair alguma coisa muito inesperada, provavelmente. Sei lá, um jogo com mais de 20 finais diferentes, vamos ver o que vai dar, né? Como o loading vai demorar demais, bora dar uma cortada. Como o fim do nunca o fim, né? O fim do
This is
loading
the
é
story of a
impossível.
man named Stanley. Stanley
Historinhas.
worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job.
Tem probleminhas.
Stanley was happy.
Tá bom, não sei como.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
Sério, cara?
Something that would forever change Stanley.
Oh, meu Deus.
Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi.
Que legal, hein?
Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong.
Sério, cara?
Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Você não manda em mim, cara. Isso aí não. Melhor.
But
Não, agora eu
Stanley
quero sair.
simply couldn't handle the pressure.
Eu quero sair agora,
He
cara.
had to make a decision. What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do
Nossa, que
now,
diversão,
Stanley
hein?
thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited.
Se pá.
Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell.
O narrador já tá de
But the one thing he
sacanagem.
knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer.
Cara, você é chato, hein?
Here it comes.
Curti, hein? Ótimo jogo. Agora é nóis.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it
Os
mean?
negros sumiram, é? Oh, meu
Stanley
Deus.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Tá bom. Nem pra onde que é pra eu ir, cara. Isso aí você não fala, né? Seu porco. Eu só vou desligando os PCzinhos. Opa. Input. Desliga essa porra também. Desliga tudo. Beleza, não tem um caminho pra seguir além desse, né?
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Não, cara, não. Ele entrou na direita.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Não sabia não, cara.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Não, cara.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautiful, but eager to
Chato
get
pra
back
caramba
to
você.
business. Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Primeira e esquerda não, valeu. Ele pega no meio.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Você pode ficar quietinho, cara? Sério. Eu jogo isso aqui do jeito que eu quero. Eu
Look,
comprei o
Stanley,
jogo.
I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not sure.
Começando no pé errado? Caramba, cara.
I realize
Você é
that
chato
investing
mesmo.
your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this
Fica
time.
quieto logo.
What? Really?
Sim,
I was
cara.
in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration
Eu não
for
quero saber de
others?
você.
Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Cara, você vai cagar a história inteira
I
se
don't
deixar
know
você
how to
narrar.
convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful.
Aham, bonito, tá.
Let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Beleza.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Beleza, tá bom. Porta azul, então.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Isso é chato pra caramba, cara.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Eu faço o que eu quero.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Você não vai me parar mesmo, cara. Você não tem poder pra isso.
There's nothing here. I
Gostei
haven't
do
even
lugar, hein?
finished building this section of the map because you
Azar.
were never supposed to be here in the first place.
Sério, cara?
Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted?
Sim, cara.
Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Aham.
Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did.
Azar o
And
teu,
in the
cara.
end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see.
Ficou brabinho, meu
Help me
chapa?
here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What
Muita
did you
coisa.
want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far.
Você acha mesmo, cara?
Tell you what.
Fiquei estronando até
Let me
agora.
take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback.
Beleza, cara.
There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Tá bom? Vamos lá. E...
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel
Sim.
free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
Beleza.
Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something.
Yay.
Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul.
Nossa, cara, que
You
profundo.
can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try. Here, based on the data
Blah,
from
blah,
our
blah.
previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's
Sério,
take a
cara?
look.
Vamos lá, então. Oi, que legal, hein? Muita zoeira.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Com certeza, cara.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now
Sério,
would
cara?
be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
Não, bora lá.
Let me boot it up.
Põe aí logo.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very
Xiii, vai
meaningful
torrar.
game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice.
Acho que
But
não,
of course,
cara.
the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours.
4 horas.
So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep
Beleza.
notes on your experience.
Queima, filho da mãe.
You heartless bastard. Did you
Não fala
do
assim
it because
comigo,
you
cara.
had babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas.
Sem ideias,
I
cara.
can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not
Sério?
even going to try. I'm out, I'm done. It's
Legal, ganhei
over.
dele.
Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh,
Uhul.
hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see.
Pode ser, bora lá.
We have here?
Já que você quiser contra mim, cara.
Yes. This seems like it'll work.
Oi.
Let's give it a shot.
Vamos lá, cara. O que você tem pra mim? Mal posso esperar pra...
Well,
Tá bom,
Stanley,
então.
Is this any better?
Sim,
At
sim,
last,
ajudou.
the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with. But is it enough? Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough?
Ah,
I'll say
vai.
this. I'm done making things for you.
Sério,
From
cara.
now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house.
Quero ver então.
This will go here. No, here. And then...
Cara, você é estranhão, sabia?
Let's see, what does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes,
Uma grande bosta, hein,
it's
meu amigo?
complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it.
Oh, meu
Gaze
Deus.
upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy.
Uma bostinha, viu, cara?
But you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable.
Beleza então, cara. Bora ver.
Isn't it grand? Isn't
Whoa.
it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond.
Você
Diamond
tá louco, né?
everything. Yes, yes, yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
Legal. Bora lá então. E...
Oh my, it looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
Não, cara, não tem luz nenhuma aqui. Não tenho luz, não tenho picareta, não tenho nada, cara. Que isso? Você tá me colocando no Minecraft sem nada. Seu filho da mãe.
Oh, no, 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 no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even
Eu vi
the
uma aranha.
diamonds couldn't save this one.
Não gostei.
Okay, new game.
Tenho medo. Tá bom, onde é que você vai me tacar agora, cara? Qual que é a sua nova ideia? Vai demorar um pouquinho pelo jeito, né? Mas tá bom, já acabou.
Yes!
Nossa, cara.
I don't even know what this game is, but I love it. You
Você sabe o que é
trapped
Portal,
in a
cara?
glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I
Você é
couldn't
filha da
have done it
puta.
any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
Isso aqui se chama Portal, meu amigo. Meu chapa, meu colega. Tá bom, vamos virar o Portal aqui então nesse vídeo. Não é mais Stanley Parable não.
It's a puzzle.
Então o narrador sai do
Critical
jogo.
thinking, Stanley. Your forte.
Ô, valeu, hein. Pera aí. Não. Não, não deu. Ô, seu filho da puta. Caraca, eu tô lixoso, hein. Levemente lixoso, vamos lá.
Genius.
É genius.
No, actually, you know what? I think that's plenty. I really
Seu
don't
filho da
care
mãe.
much to see you stumble through anymore.
Tchau. Só porque esse cara é chato. Ih, fudeu. E agora, onde é que eu vou parar? Ah, gostei desse lugar, hein. Meu amigo, esse lugar tá destruindo. Não, sério, mais. E agora? E agora? Galera? Alô? Alguém aí? Fudeu. Ah, gostei desse lugar, hein? Bem iluminado e tal, né? Sei lá, tô jogando SCP-87 agora. Espero que vocês não conheçam essa desgraça. Se conhecerem, olha, tenho pena das suas almas. Meu Deus, tem uma luz ali. Não, deixa eu ver isso aqui antes. Vai que tem alguma coisa? Uou, uma luz. De novo essa salinha maldita. Versão beta do jogo isso aqui. Um antigão. Cheguei de volta aqui na sala, vai. Deixa eu fazer alguma coisa. Pô, cara, mas você me ofende, hein? Ai,
I
que
wonder
medo.
what he found. If what he wanted
que
was
será
to
que
be the
encontrei, né?
leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice.
Com
And he'll
certeza.
learn the heavy cost that comes with it.
O custo
He'll
do quê, cara? Tô
understand
me divertindo
soon
com o meu
what I
jogo,
was
seu filho da
trying
mãe.
to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end to make
Não, cara, não
sense
preciso de
out of
você.
the chaos and the fear and the confusion.
Você tem
That's who
probleminhas.
I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh yes.
Não, você só é um bofão chato que não cala a boca em um minuto.
Once this ends, after it all comes
Quieto
to
por um
a
minutinho aí de
close,
volta, vai.
then I'll
Tava
be
tão
back.
feliz agora de pouco.
The end will be here soon. Very soon.
Fecha a boca,
I
vai,
can
por favor.
wait.
Na boa. Ninguém merece esse cara. Ninguém. Onde será que eu vou parar agora? Ah, de volta pra cá? Cansei, bora acabar com esse negócio por aqui. Foi divertido e tal, mas já deu o que tinha que dar, né? Então, falou.